It's all about, I forgot the name of the show. What's the name of my show today? Mental Health Milestones. So I haven't been over this one. I didn't even read it. I just thought, why don't I just do this without having to do whatever? So, because I might get upset. So today is Mental Health Milestones, and y'all, once again, they do the same stuff. And this time I cussed their ass out too. You know what I'm talking about? Like, it's like, let me just cuss you out. So yesterday, I kept trying to upload this video about just what happened, because, like, this is a Starbucks I was in. It was like a shadow that came over. You know what I'm talking about? And it could have been, like it was the same type of weather. It was overcast. The sky didn't change anything. It could be a bird, but it was like I was at this table, and under like something came over me. It was like dark. So I was like, okay, because things follow me, people follow me, and I think that it's like so crazy. Like, I feel like it is completely nuts. And I have been taught about this my whole life. So when it happens, you just like, are you serious? So like I said, the first thing is I was asleep. Nobody was by me. My whole hand went numb. That's why I was like, hey, like beaming something through the wall or something, you know. So my whole hand went numb. Like, I couldn't move my hand. I was scared, so I just kept tapping it. So the numbness is gone. And I don't have lupus. So next we get to this next part of how yesterday I was walking in the morning and my ankle just like crooked. You know what I'm saying? So I ended up with like a swollen ankle yesterday too. I just put peppermint oil on it. Last night I rubbed it on there with lavender, peppermint oil and lavender, and it just like, it went away. So today it's like not swollen or anything. And that was it. So yesterday when I get to work, it was weird again, and I did my show. So I started doing my show. I first started upstairs, and a girl comes and just like rips the cord for the Wi-Fi out of the wall, and I was like, what the fuck is that for? You know what I'm saying? So instead of her just asking what's going on, she doesn't do anything. She just does, like, she does this thing. So when I get to the second floor after lunch, I start to put the stuff away, because I feel like what the one girl is doing, the stalker chick or whatever, from the day before, from Tuesday. But when it was like, I think it was Wednesday I said this too, like, when she was doing everything, she just like started to do that Brandon look, like she was like, and she was doing everything wrong. So then when she made the decision, she was like, no, I'm going to keep doing it this way, because that other way would take too long. It's like, what? You know, so I was like, no, I'm going back upstairs. So when I got upstairs, I just was trying to still get on to training. So I never got the email back from whoever, you know, like I never got the email back for me to sign into the system. So I went ahead and got my stuff again, went downstairs into the kitchen, and she said she was taking the Wi-Fi down there, and I could just do it down there. So I said, okay, I'll finish it down there. So I got a chance to do my show, and so I noticed that she doesn't hold the elevator for people. So she won't hold the elevator. Every time I talk to a guy, this is the general manager, Antoinette Fisher. So every time I talk to a guy, she would be in their face, like constantly in their face. You know what I'm talking about? And if you know what's going on the other side of this, it's just everything is strange. So I tell her, I was like, I'm going to take these white baskets, these white trash cans. I tell this to the front desk manager, the crazy one, the one that's like looking like Brandon or whatever. So I tell her, I was like, I'm going to take this, take some of this stuff and put it on the second floor, because then that'll get it out of our way. So what I was thinking was, to pass the rest of the day, I was just going to take the trash cans, the soap dish, and the trash can, soap dish, and it was a tissue box, and just take it upstairs and just complete the second floor, because most of the places were made up, you know what I'm saying? And really, we could have all just made groups and made up the beds or whatever. All of us could have went and ripped open boxes, whatever. You see what I'm saying? Like, whatever. We didn't have to be down there doing that, because it just made no sense. So when we were finishing or whatever, this guy comes upstairs, and I'm by myself. He's a gay guy. He just kept trying to find himself in spaces with me. And y'all, I know I had like 2 sandwiches in this bag. I know I had them. They gone. Well, no, they're here. Okay, good. Okay, because I was like, I know that I kept thinking that they still the sandwiches. So anyway, he kept trying to come into the kitchen with me, and it was like, for what? Like, what are you trying to be in this kitchen with me for? So then he'll like act like he's walking through. There's no need for anybody to come in the kitchen, because there's nothing there. So when he couldn't do that, he comes to the second floor. He said, Shantae, don't you put all this stuff up here. You're going to put it over here in this room. First off, you're talking to a person with some sense. Before I went upstairs, y'all, she said to go to the room to the left. If you ever get a chance to go into this hotel, the room to the left is actually the first room on the floor. It'll be like 201, 301, 401, 501. And when you get off the elevator, it's to the left. It is not a staff closet. Like he said it was a staff housekeeping closet. So when I went to go check the floor, when I first got there at 8 o'clock in the morning, I went to go check the floors to see if I could count the irons and the iron things. And I was like, where is the stuff at? So I guess they put it up last night. No, they put it in that room. Y'all, they took all the stuff that was supposed to go into the rooms and put it into this little side room. It was no need for it. Like, it was no need to do that either. So I guess the guy didn't want me to find out, and then he put something in the side room. Then I went into another room on the second floor, and the TV was on. That is okay, because if you're exploring in a room, that's okay. So also, I guess somebody else has been staying there. You see what I'm saying? Like, somebody stayed there last night or whatever, the night before. So I go into a room, it's like weed on the floor, it's like a dirty towel, it's a tissue roll in there. You know what I'm saying? So somebody else has been staying at the hotel. So you just like, what is going on? I think that might be okay too, especially if you work there. So I'm just like looking at everything that's going on, and I guess I'm finding out stuff. So I do the show. So I say some of this stuff in the show, right? So then they come and after I finish the show, that's when I was like, this guy is stalking me, you know, because that was like a little uncomfortable for him to come upstairs and like act like everything was a problem or whatever, and all I'm doing is putting a wastebasket into the room. So he didn't want me to find out that he was doing something wrong or incorrect. So the most wrong thing was taking all the stuff and not putting it in a room, but putting it inside of another room and saying that it was a staff closet. It's a whole room that needed to be rented, and we actually have a housekeeping closet. So when he said it, I didn't stop. I put every trash can in each room. I was like, fuck you. I then put the rest of the stuff inside the housekeeping closet. So for the other floors, I just went ahead and put everything into the housekeeping closet. Now listen, I know these probably y'all be like, this girl is explaining a lot, and it does not matter to me, but it should. So anyway, let's keep going. So after I do all this, I tell the lady, I'll go and whisper to her, like, this guy is actually stalking me for some reason. Like, I was like, I have stalkers, and he could be a stalker. So when a woman got and took me to the back to talk to me, listen, y'all, I actually had to go talk to people. She started saying that I was calling everybody in there a stalker. I didn't call. No, I'm telling you that he is a stalker. But also the general manager, the skinny one, Antoinette Fisher, was a stalker too. So she has stuff or whatever from the classroom. She has stuff. She's saying something from the past that it's just like, and then she starts cursing. So I guess she's been listening to the show too. So for some reason, I guess she thought she was going to come there and be me. So when they see East St. Louis, they feel like that's how East St. Louis people act. And it's like, on most of these shows, I'm not cursing. Like, I don't think I started cursing until, like, what, a couple years ago on this show. My first shows, I did not curse or anything. I actually was, like, really kind of just me. You know what I'm saying? Why is it that they don't know what an East St. Louis is? So then they go to my show and act like that's what they supposed to act like on their show. They don't listen to the problems or anything that these people have been putting me through, stalking, anything. They just want to go and act like they from East St. Louis. So that's what the girl started saying when she was doing it. She was like, I am from East St. Louis. You gonna step to me? You gonna step to me? It's like, hold up, honey. We can discuss it. And I told her, no, I'm not gonna touch you. I said, if I'm suing you, why would I touch you? She's like, yeah, sue me because I'm Antoinette Fisher. Okay, all right. I was like, okay, man, I'll sue you. You see what I'm saying? Like, why would I have to fight you in order for you to understand that what you're doing is wrong? So it took me from being in the middle of my job, instead of them actually talking to the little stalker kid, they actually tried to fire me from the job. And I haven't called the company yet because she wasn't even the person that hired me. For real, the company hired me. So I'll call the company and see what they say. But that's it, y'all. It's like, what the hell is going on? Because that's the same thing that happened in DTLR. I was standing there, the girl comes to snatch all the stuff, and now I'm under investigation. Investigated. All the fuck y'all want to, but you're wrong. They were wrong when they saw their confluence, and they're wrong now. So you can follow me all the fuck you want to, trying to act like I did something to somebody, and it was them the whole time. It's the whole confluent staff. And you would think that it would be for some good reason. No, it's because they were in my business. They were in my business, and then they decided to act like it was my problem because they couldn't get the business right. So they would look at something and be like, oh, she's a hoe. And then if I don't act like a hoe, then for some reason they gonna make me a hoe. Then when they try to make me a hoe, the other person don't think I'm a hoe. So now I'm not hoe enough. Y'all see what I'm saying? So now I'm gonna act like she don't do her job. Well, the consistency shows that I emailed the lesson plans, I emailed this, and then if the person that you keep saying is the best teacher in the world is sitting there not doing her job, then that shows too. You see what I'm saying? So I had 6 weeks off work, right? I don't have to do lesson plans if I'm at home with my feet up trying to heal from something. When I get back to work, the bitches still weren't doing their job. That lady was in there, Kiki Sutter was in there complaining about the stuff. You see what I'm saying? Y'all, this is like 2011, 2012. This is like 10 years ago, and they still doing the same thing in repetition. You see what I'm talking about? And they probably doing it for a light-skinned alpha. That's it. And so then when I started talking about how they've been using voodoo, that's when they kept taking my show off. Like, so I told y'all, like, I did it on Snapchat, and I was trying to upload it. Then I did a live. I did a live twice last night on my Instagram. It is not on her. So I was telling them, like, yeah, that shit is like some voodoo shit. Because the worst part about it was I went to my friend's house yesterday. When I got there, my pants started falling down. Like, my actual pants fell off me because they were so, because I guess it, like, my underwear started falling first and then my pants started coming down. Like, I lost weight or something. I'm talking about I lost that much weight in that much time for my pants to start falling down. And then I went in there to blow my nose, and it was like some brown stuff that came out on the tissue. Like, what in the world is wrong with y'all? You see what I'm saying? All this stuff because you wanted a man that wasn't ever going to be yours. So this is stuff like you just think that this could be something complicated, like maybe I fucked her husband or beat her kids or something. And it's like, no, it's just because she's better than you. You see what I'm saying? Like, you got this much animosity or jealousy because I'm better than you. And the other part of it is I actually am a beautiful person. I am actually more pretty in person. I'm not joking. So I'm looking at this girl. She don't have no fucking weight on her body. She like way for fucking thin. And she got a bad wig on. You see what I'm talking about? Like, it's like you don't have no kind of life for yourself. She got 5 kids, and that's cool. It's like, I don't understand what the problem is where y'all have to follow me and stalk me at my fucking jobs. Or follow and stalk me at all. Like, this is not funny. I'm constantly, and the whole time I'm telling her, I really need my job. I really need my job. I really need my job. I'm constantly telling her this, and that's the problem. So now I'm having problems with these people at Mission St. Louis too. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's like, oh, we gonna create it like you have a problem. I don't have a problem. Y'all had a problem because you don't do your job. That's not my fucking problem. So anyway, mental health milestones. First, you ask for help. So yeah, that's the first thing. First time trying a medication. Sometimes you don't have to be on medication. Sometimes you just need to do yoga. First time finding something that helps. Okay? Sometimes yoga and meditation just helps. First time you set a boundary. Make sure you do that. And if you have to cuss them out, do it. Like, I'm serious, y'all. Like, I actually lost weight. Like, the clothes are too big. My pants actually slipped down below my belly. And I've been wearing them the same out the whole time I've been wearing these clothes. Like, it's like, what the fuck is that for? First time you found the words to explain what you're feeling. First time seeing a counselor or therapist. That's good. First time you pretend to be okay. You don't have to. Just don't be okay. First time putting your mental health first. That's a priority. First time you challenge your mental illness. You have to. Because people will lie to you. Like telling you bipolar and autistic when you 18. That shit don't make sense. First time you opened up to someone. First time you felt understood by someone. So anyway, y'all, that's it. It's Shantae Brown Sugar Talk. I don't know what the fuck this is. I'm still telling you bitches to fuck off. Did nobody tell y'all to lose all that fucking weight? Did nobody tell y'all to act like you had cancer? You are just not me. And just because I wrote the letter does not mean that you have to follow it T with T, and I don't either. Have some fucking kids and live a goddamn life. Y'all have fucked up your own life trying to be somebody you're not. And now as you see, I'm okay. Why the fuck are you not okay? It ain't that much ass kissing in the fucking world. Bitches, please get a life. And for everybody else, thank you and I love you. Have a good day.